Hello everybody, and welcome back to 5 Minute Crypto, the channel where we cover the most important crypto news in just 5 minutes, back again with another crypto update. And today, things are getting very interesting. Now take a look, for example, at the crypto prices and where we're currently at. Things have not really worked in the way that I would have depicted them to work. So what I mean with that is Bitcoin has been going sideways for the last, I'm going to say 11 days or so. It has been crazy. Actually, if you'd like to fetch it on a little bit further, we've been going all around this 39.5K level all the way since February 20th. And we've had some ups and downs, but that's the central key resistance still that we're facing, that we're not really getting above for longer than just little periods here. But let's just call this, I would say, our main start. It was still March 5th though that we've really only had one little spurt above it, which is most likely just one day, as this is the 4-hour chart. Things are getting crazy. Now, we've had 2 times where we broke out towards the downside. Every single time it reflected the exact hour afterwards. So even as of this point, the structure is still not broken. Things really haven't been invalidated. The MACD on the 4-hour turned bullish, but a 4-hour MACD doesn't necessarily mean too much to me. The reason I'm describing that to you guys is because even though we described in our previous video that the MACD turning bullish would be juicy, and whilst we were making the video, we were actually at a worse point than we are doing right now, about $1,000 less. It's still kind of hard to predict the structure from Bitcoin. Take a look at this. We broke out towards the downside of the structure we described at that point and actually had a crazy pump right afterwards, all the way towards the key resistance at $40,000 before falling right back down all the way to 38.1. And right now, we've already bounced all the way up to 39.5. It's been a really interesting couple of hours, as I've said. You can see here the price action as well, and just the way in which it's going. It's a very interesting break towards the downside. It got invalidated. It came right back up. It broke out towards the upside. It did not get the confirmation we wanted. We could not have opened any trade as of that point. And I guess it kind of used that previous resistance as a support, and it bounced off of that like time and time again, and then used the 40,000 or a little bit below there. I would say our previous resistance here, where the candles closed at about 39.9, has been using as a resistance the entire last couple of days here. I would say the last day, potentially even this EMA here, the 100 EMA. We can also kind of see that we are staying below that. It's been funny to watch XRP as well. I actually wanted to showcase it to you guys in a different manner because I described to you guys what the central line is for XRP. It is here at about 74.7 cents, with our key resistance being 77 point something, 7777, sort of this line right here, which I did not draw in perfectly, but let's just put it at about there, I would say, on average, a little bit at that point. I wanted to say it's rather interesting as well how the XP price keeps bouncing off of this level at, I guess, our previous support / resistance that we described to you all in the previous video. But at the end of the day, everybody's just preparing for the same thing. We talked about this bounce for Bitcoin before, again, with the fake out just now, but you can clearly see what Bitcoin is building on. I did not draw anything of what you're seeing today in today. We actually drew all of this stuff in prior, maybe a couple of days ago, maybe a couple of weeks ago. I did not do anything to the chart today except for take a look at that and see again how the price levels that we put in before are reacting to it now. As you can clearly see, our previously defined resistance / support is now acting as it. This is a 1-hour chart, but we're seeing that a couple of times here it's just acted as a, I'm not so sure if it acted as a heavy resistance before. We can see it touched a couple of times in the past. But right now we can clearly see it's acting as support, and that's actually pretty nice to see that 39.4 thousand, a level so high, is still acting as some solid Bitcoin support as of now. And for XRP, the only thing I would say is that the structure is also quite nice. We had a breakout towards the upside, got invalidated, got another breakout towards the upside. It got, again, invalidated, meaning we didn't take it. And actually, I can't call this an invalidated breakout. It did break out, just not get the confirmation. And right now, it's bouncing off of our trend line support. And most likely, it's just going to retest our Fibonacci level here again, or just basically the upside is more likely for XRP. For Bitcoin as well, we're facing some good support right now. Things are actually looking pretty good. The only thing we'd like to add here is that we have a very important event with the Fed coming up in a couple of hours, which can change anything. But if that does not go bad, which we'll see rather quickly, then I would say most things are looking pretty good. You might say stocks are negative. Well, it's not really doing too bad. Bitcoin's fear is not really doing too bad either. And then again, also remember that the MACD did crush bullish like we wanted to see. So things as of this point are looking good. I am pretty excited. The only thing that can wreck us right now in the short term is the Fed announcement of the interest rate, which we'll see. Again, a small little break towards the downside, 39,000 or so is not going to invalidate anything. Right now we're still going sideways with a bullish bias, unless again we break through a couple of our previous levels here and get a confirmation over on a 4-hour time frame. Only then will I turn bearish. Right now, guys, bullish, 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 and I'm still expecting a breakout towards the upside, but you guys will most likely see the results rather quickly with this Fed meeting.